Looks like Canada is running through a season of open work permit policies. Once again, the IRCC has rolled out an additional work permit policy which gives open work permits to spouses, family members, and working age children of the temporary workers inside Canada. This particular program is going to affect 200,000 family members who are staying apart from their family overseas. If you are looking for an open work permit for Canada, this particular news will be helpful to you. And if you want to come to Canada anytime soon, please be sure to watch the video till the end. My name is Sahil. Guys, welcome back. Once again, my name is Sahil and I'm a regulated Canadian immigration consultant and I practice in Ontario. My office is here. If you have to get in touch with me, my number is on the screen and the details are there in the description box. More than happy to talk to you. Guys, before we proceed any further, please make sure that you hit the subscribe button and the bell icon because we talk a lot about Canadian immigration. And if you are an aspirant of coming to Canada, then this channel will be able to help you big time. So guys, what we're discussing today is the open work permits for Canada. Now, as you already know, that the Canadian work permits are usually segregated in two broad sections of basically employer-specific work permits and the open work permits. Well, the terminologies that are used by the governments are specific. Say, for example, a temporary foreign worker program, or maybe an ICT program, an LMIA exempt program, or an LMIA specific program, employer specific program. Those are all terminologies. But for broader human understanding, you can definitely broadly classify them in two programs, which is one open work permits and the second one would be an employer specific work permit. Now, as you already know that for the past several years, open work permits were only kept limited to people in specific situations. For example, if a person would be a spouse of an international student, or maybe spouse of a highly skilled worker in Canada, maybe person in a destitute situation, or anybody who's been harassed by an employer under a specific program, all of those such situations would fetch a particular applicant an open work permit program. Now, an open work permit was not a luxury for anybody to use it globally, but nowadays the Canadian government has been focusing specially on work permits because that is the way that they can address the labor shortage in Canada on a short term basis. Now, very recently, the Immigration Minister of Canada, Honorable Sean Fraser, made this particular announcement and he declared a 2-year temporary public policy that is going to be in effect starting the month of January 2023. Now, what this particular policy says is that they will be able to give open work permits for people who are currently in Canada and are looking for their family members to come over and join them. Now, the family member definition would include spouses and children of working age. Now, talking about the particular program, it is definitely going to address the labor shortage that the Canadian employers are facing and will be able to bring in about 200,000 workers that could come and start working in Canada. Now, if you talk about the prior programs, the open work permits were kept only specifically for highly skilled workers, but this time they are expanding the eligibility. They are expanding the eligibility for three particular categories or probably three particular phases. With the first phase, they will roll out for the highly skilled workers of the temporary foreign worker. The second phase, they will roll it out to people in the low wage stream or the provinces or the territorial workers. And then with the third stream, they will be focusing towards the agriculture workers. Now, people who are working in the healthcare, the food industry, hospitality, agriculture industry will be benefited for this program. Now, the crude understanding of this particular policy will, there's a stark difference. So previously, if you were, say, for example, a sales manager in Canada, or maybe say an IT developer or software developer, only then your spouse could come on an open work permit. With this new announcement or this new temporary public policy, if you're working in Canada in an agriculture field, maybe a truck driver or maybe anything, then your spouse could come over and join you. Okay, so instead of going from the skilled category, it is going towards the high wage, the low wage, and the agriculture. So that's the difference and that's the public policy. More details are yet to be announced on the phased out approach, the eligibilities and everything. But yes, with this policy that is going to be instated next year, people, or probably in the year 2023, people who are spouses and working age children, dependents of their spouses in Canada, you can come to Canada. Guys, this is a great news that has received a lot of appreciation from folks inside Canada, because people have been waiting to join with their family member. It gives them a lot of mental relief, a lot of emotional well-being, and this is what the Canadian government has also addressed, and they wish to help the foreign workers in Canada work more efficiently and diligently. Guys, this news was helpful. I hope you found great immense happiness out of this particular situation. If you want to discuss your personal situation with us, if you want to discuss a particular program, feel free to schedule a consultation with us. We would be more than happy to help you out. Once again, we wish you all the best, and we really hope to see you soon in Canada. All the best.